Well, we continue to keep an eye on the tropics out there. Still looking at one tropical wave in the central Atlantic, well east of the Lesser Antilles Islands. It's batting some dry air, so that should keep it away from development in the short term. But as you go toward the next 7 days in the National Hurricane Center, it's given it about a 60% chance, a medium chance of some development, as the environment should become a little bit more favorable as it does move west, more northwestward. And model guidance is in good agreement with this system, as the Bermuda high is off to the north, so as it continues to move west, that high should begin to steer it to the west-northwest and then curve it well out to sea. So right now it's looking like there should not be any threat to land and should stay away from the Caribbean and as well as stay away from the Gulf of Mexico. Now there's two other areas that the Hurricane Center is looking at in their latest outlook. One being the actual remnants of Invest 95L. If you remember that one that moved across the Caribbean and never really got its act together, it's still producing some disorganized thunderstorm and shower activity. A low chance of development over the next couple days as it continues to move westward into the Central America and basically into the Pacific. So no threat to for us for that system, but we are watching another area which they have it dubbed as a 0% chance of development. So basically they're not looking at it for the expected development of tropical characteristics or of a cyclone, but it does have some tropical moisture with it and does have some low pressure as well, still producing some disorganized shower and storm activity. You can see zoomed in across most of the Atlantic, seeing some thunderstorm activity. And if you look at current radar, you can see some of the storms are offshore, but it will bring enhanced rainfall across parts of the southeast overall. You can see some little bit of a low-level spin with that. It kind of has that low pressure moving in, should be moving to the west-northwest, moving inland to northern Florida and to Georgia and then the lower Carolinas as well, and overlaying the winds. You can see where that low-level circulation is. So not a cyclone, but it will bring some shower and storm activity across the southeast and potentially some heavy rainfall as well. So those are the three areas that we're looking at. And of course, as we begin to end July and head toward August, where we typically look for tropical storm development is where we look at the main developmental region. That's where that one tropical wave that we were talking about earlier is going to be moving closer towards. So that's one area. And of course, we could see storms pop off into the eastern side of the U.S. and of course the Gulf of Mexico. So no threats right now to our region here in Louisiana, but we want to make sure we do keep an eye on the tropics, have a plan in place in case one does threaten our region, and just keep an eye on it, and we'll always keep you informed, of course, as you go throughout the rest of hurricane season.